it's in the game, it's in the game. Who knows what we're in store for here? And it's all up next.
Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen. Greg, one of the joys of covering the league week in, week out, you watch guys grow and mature, and all of a sudden you turn around and look at the quarterbacks we have in this game. Now we're looking at guys who have arrived at that magic term, franchise quarterback.
Yeah, I think you just have to give a lot of credit, of course, to the player themselves, the work, the ability to invest in themselves to develop, but also in these organizations. They continue to surround these quarterbacks as they've gotten older with better talent, better systems, play to their strengths, maybe protect some of their weaknesses. That's what it takes to play at a high level at the quarterback for a long time in the NFL, and give credit to both these players and both these organizations. I think it's official. They have their quarterback of the future, and the future looks bright.
DJ Dallas now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019, to lead them.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small, but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that #1 overall pick just a few seasons ago, and he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
First carry for James Conner. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go right back to Conner. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
2nd down, Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
We'll try and run for this with Conner. Mark him right on the 15, and the march continues. That is a 1st down picked up on the ground.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. That one underneath here to Conner. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke, taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Murray now on second down. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Murray looking to throw. And he's not going to get away. They'll stop him back at the 3.
That 1st and goal sack now changes everything defensively. Like, you imagine that you're in a 4-down territory where the offense is going to try to take advantage of the field position and punch it in over the goal line. Now, can you hold up on 2nd and 3rd down and come away with forcing a field goal, which in this situation, I think is a huge win.
Backed up to the 3. It's 2nd and goal. Now Murray. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
Really nice job here by the defense, taking advantage of this condensed field. Anytime you're down here in the red zone, the field is wider than it is deep. It's actually very challenging for an offense to stay in their normal rhythm, and coverage has been tight. Pass rush is getting home. Back-to-back sacks.
Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on 4th and goal. So, 4th down, and the veteran Matt Prater on for the Cards. His kick is good. And the Cardinals are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Burrow gonna open by putting it up. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
3rd and a yard. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Cardinals offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Now a second down throw for Murray. This pass is caught by Greg Dortch. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now Brown. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Now it's Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
He gets this complete to Michael Wilson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Murray. Quick throw here is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. To throw again is Murray. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Throwing again is Murray. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Murray's going to throw again. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and 5. Cards going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A first down throw for Burrow. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end. So just a couple of field goals through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our score at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime reports. These 2 teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. He fields it at the 8. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. That's complete. It's Yosibon. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Burrow. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Burrow now to throw on first down. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll be second down.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it, because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Back at the 46-yard line.
Third and long. Throwing is Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Cardinals offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Murray. He's going to run it. They get 22 yards there. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
They'll run it on first down with Connor. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. Second down and 8. They'll go again here to Connor. And he'll get this across midfield as he's brought down following a pickup of 5. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Running here is Connor. The Cardinals line up for a punt. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Bengals offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
They bring Chase in motion. On 1st and 10, Burrow. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. A gain there of 11. It's a Cincinnati 1st down. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now, Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep.
Great job by the defense seeing this jet sweep unfold. They're able to get right to the point of contact and take this guy down for a loss.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Burrow from out of the gun. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Certainly hasn't been their best game in terms of rushing the passer, but you find yourself with a lead here in the 4th quarter. No better time for that pass rush to come alive and see if they can close this game out.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. On the return, it's Dortch. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some...
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes this across the 30-yard line.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
It's a first down and a gain of 16. A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. On the give, this is Connor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They face second down and 7. This is a give to Connor, running right, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. They'll run with Connor. So now the Bengals use their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Cardinals lining up for a punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this first and 10. Back into the hands of Yosivas.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now, second and inches. They'll drop to throw. Taken in by Gesicki. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man left side. It's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
He pulls it in around the 5. And this is a touchdown! They have tied it on the final play. An extra point now to win the game.
Unbelievable, Mike. I mean, what a game, what a finish. They knew they had to have the touchdown, and they got it. And now they are an extra point away from winning this game.
So, all zeros on the clock. This is for the win. The kick is good. And it is celebration time on that sideline. What a finish. The late touchdown with no time remaining, and the extra point seals the victory. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. Points were at a premium in this one, but they're able to eke out the victory in this low-scoring affair. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.